crappy. That response now is a very big difference than we like wikis and maps in them, and you're going to use wikis anyway for other things. They're not mutually exclusive, Mumbles. I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see them as being mutually exclusive. What I'm saying is, we'll put both statements together. We like wikis. People are going to be using wikis anyway. So in the meantime, until we have an in-game system that we like well enough, we have zero problem with people using wikis. And if anything, we like wikis and think they're cool. You know what I mean? Mumble said, love the game though, just giving feedback. Yeah. Like I said, definitely not a touchy subject. No offense taken on my end. If I ever sound that way, it's just because it's my face. It's weird. My dad spent most of my life until he passed. My dad was always like, my mom would be like, Matthew, quit being so grouchy. And my dad's like, it's just my voice. And I feel that way a lot of times. I'm like, it's just how I talk. I don't. Yeah, so like something like chat bubbles, if they went in, they would be optional. They would not be on by default because, again, honestly, my view is like, the more this center space doesn't have shit on it, better. Old Draenor said, name gave it away. Chat bubbles would be insane. WoW player. Yeah, and, you know, a number of people on the team are very pro chat bubbles, and that's... So, there's certain things that, you know, we've talked about, and I've said, oh, man, I don't like them, or, man, I never want, you know, that, or whatever, but I'm just talking, and then we kind of prototype shit and see, can we do it in a way that looks good? I remember I mentioned in a video back in April of 24 that the cartography system was mentioned and would be cool. Even mentioned trolley goblin maps. It's always been there. Chinny said, yeah. I mean, it's been a common thread. One of the cool things about having like 1,000 VODs posted is, I don't know how you ever find this information. Maybe AI will help, but, it's there. Oompa X said, I do notice people turning off names, guild names to reduce clutter. I think I was watching Quatos' stream the other day, and he had like nothing turned on. I was just like, oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, no, I know, Mumbles. Mumbles said, as a new community member, it's tough to know the lore on all the combos about systems. Yeah, no, I get it. And hopefully, you know, I get that the community that's been around for a long time, stuff will pop up and they may be a little aggressive in their responses, but people do mean well. Has party voice chat ever been considered? I think we've just assumed that the parties that want to voice chat, probably using Discord. It's always healthy to assume good intentions, especially with this community. I mean, I hear the occasional like comment or whatever where people are like, "Oh, their community's toxic" or whatever, but I haven't seen it, and our community tends to be pretty nice. Especially given the size of it. All right, guys. Speaking of, I'm running out of steam. Is anybody else on on a team streaming? I'm running out of steam. It is 11:25 here. I got up. It's a Saturday, but I got up at 7 to go do some volunteer work at our garden community, help clear out this lot. So I kicked off my day early. The people that are resistant to change, Mumbles, it's not that I think you're running, not saying you, new people run into two things. One, it's just, one of the byproducts of being open development is we've been talking about these things with the community for going on 6 years. So, so sometimes they're referencing that, but you know what I mean? So they're kind of like, no, these guys have said, psh. Zukin said he can fire it up. Right on. Any plans to change drag corpse, such as click once, get the corpse, click again to release? Clicking 1,000 times across the zone is painful. It's possible. That's one of those ones where yeah. But then again, I'm probably not dragging as many corpses as some of you, where I'm like, I don't know, it's kind of, you know, the clicking is an active thing and it keeps me present in the action and blah, blah, blah. But it could just be, it could be lame. So maybe that's one of those things, you know, I say stuff like that and it's never meant to be like, no. Guys on the team, don't let me forget that one. Let me know if you have any thoughts. And it looks like people are interested in corpse drag. Oh, Ali said it's one he's wanted to prototype forever. There you go. When he has time, TM. But that's one of those little things, Ollie's. Oh, what was the thing I was just meaning to bug you about? Is another air quotes little thing. Oh, no, it's not a little thing. Shit. Maybe Gobble Corpse. Frostbear, now you're taking necromancy too far. Gulu Gulu says, I think corpse drag should be a leash type thing. Also think it should be race strength related. Interesting. Not super little. Every corpse drag is a database, right? Yeah, and it's interesting tethering that to the players probably got some interesting implications. What could possibly go wrong? Zukin, let me know when you're live and we'll get out of here. And apologies again, guys, for only doing one stream again this week. I thought for sure I was going to get 2 in, but like I said, I'll try to get more in so that you guys don't feel like we're not being as present as before. Okay, Zukin is live, so we're going to raid Zukin. Everybody stick around for that. And See that you do, mister. That just reminded me. I'm not even going to get into it. The stuff people say on the internet. All right. Thanks for being here, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend since it's only Saturday. Those of you that are hanging out up in the smoke, be safe. See ya, Ollie. See ya, Cowboy. Matsurugi. Strunk Dad. Gunnervolv. Wicca. Borrare. Robert! Robert! I was wondering if you're still there. Sorry I missed you earlier when you popped in. I saw it and I was in the middle of talking. I meant to acknowledge you. But hopefully you heard we were talking about you during the stream. I hope you had a good show. And yeah. It's Turrican's fault that I didn't stream as much this week. But we had a lot of work to do. Turrican 2006 is my garden neighbor. So we're getting shit done in the gardens. Oh. And there's Jasmine. How do I actually pronounce that? Angwa? Angwa. 1509. All right, guys. Let's raid Zukin now. I'm going to push the button. Zukin Sculpts raid incoming. Everybody have a great weekend. If you're saying bye, I'm probably missing it because I don't know how to work Twitch after 6 years. All right, we're good. Cool. Yeah, if you came in late, watch the VOD. Critical info. All right, guys, have a great rest of your weekend. See you next week. Thanks for being here. Give Zukin a ton of support.